people about yourself a little bit.
Okay. You know, my name's Shaun REDRUM. You know, I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. You know, I've been grinding in the rap game for a minute. You know, as far as like the local level, we've been out here like strong since like '08, 2009. You know what I'm saying? So like now I'm just like ready to take it to another level. You know what I'm saying? Trying to like catapult myself into a whole nother situation. So that's really what I'm working on right now. Like that's where I'm at. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now, if you were to describe what you're bringing to the game, what is your type of music? Like, what are you adding to the rap game?
I feel like my music is like it's my music is spoken word. Like everything I rap about is in my songs. It's like 100% authentic. It's like what I live, what I go through, all the obstacles I face. You know, trials and tribulations, different things I tried, I failed, and I also talk about things that I won with. And that's what Risk Brings Reward was about. It was just about how like we took chances and we won. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I'm bringing to the game. I'm trying to bring back just being yourself. I feel like being yourself is the truest form of art, and that's what I'm bringing
Exactly.
back to the yeah.
That's dope, man. You know, there is kind of a lack of authenticity out here right now, for sure. For sure. So the album Risk Brings Reward. I've been listening to it for the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
You got a lot of heat on there. Absolutely. There's some songs that laser tag shit that I was about ready to swerve on the highway. I was playing that joint jamming, man.
Real
So,
talk.
that shit's dope, bro. Uh, something like that. There's a line on there. I think it says, "Put flowers on your chest like Hawaiian shirts." I was like, "This dude is cold. This dude is cold." Yeah, man. So when you're making a song like that, is it just like that's just to get people hype? Like, are you trying to cover all different types of bases, or what inspires you to make a song like that's going that hard?
Well, at the time, man, I had recorded that song in 2018. So at the time, I was like trying to change my style. Like I was trying to kind of get away from like I guess we call it like boom bap, secular rap. That's what I come from. Like I come from like traditional hip hop punchlines, like the cipher type of style. And the rap game started changing to more like trendy type of rap. So I was like, how can I insert myself to being on that level and rapping with those type of artists instead of just like a secular, normal hip hop artist. So I found a beat in a package and it had the bass I was looking for. 'Cause I like something they call triple bass, was like doom, 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 doom. And
Okay.
we played laser tag one day, and at the time I was like I had this little like craving for a gun with a laser on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but in the studio and I was like, all right, let me figure out a way to say something catchy. I was like shooting at you niggas like it's laser tag, bitch, and it just went from there.
Yeah.
I was kind
So,
of smooth at that time.
all right, right. I see. Because on the album there is, there's a big difference between certain songs. Kind of cover a lot of different styles and sounds.
Yeah,
So there's like the track I was playing earlier, "Gotta Survive."
yeah,
Kind of has that deep introspective, almost. I don't want to put any influences on you because I hate when people do that, but I hear like some Tupac in there. I definitely hear even some Two Chains. Like there's some lyrical depth to that.
yeah, yeah. Tupac like my biggest influence. Um, Tupac, Snoop Dogg,
Mm.
Bone Thugs and Harmony. I don't know if you know who J.R. Writer is.
Yeah, yeah,
J.R. Writer is like probably my biggest influence. My biggest, like when I was growing up, J.R. Writer was like my damn. He was
mm,
my. That's who I wanted to be. And then as I got older, I became a man of my own, and it was just
yeah,
like I tie everything together. Like I look up to see. So I think sometimes when people hear Two Chains in my flow, it ain't really Two Chains. I think that's Pimp C. That's where I
mm,
got
mm,
like Pimp C, and I look up Drake. You know, I look up to Drake too. Just but influences, right? The Lil Wayne too. Stuff like
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, there's a couple of other songs on there I was thinking about, like the Rock Wilder track. That one, that one is dope. You got a lot of little references and metaphors sprinkled in there to dogs and stuff. It's pretty
Yeah.
interesting. How you were able to kind of pull out some of these different styles and sounds. You know, what what is the most challenging part of putting together this type of album?
Probably the most challenging part was to kind of like try to keep something consistent where you collabing with so many different producers. You know, that's one thing that was not consistent was just the producer. It was just like trying to find the sounds and make it all correlate, you know, and make
Yeah.
it sound all together. And that was something that was tough.
Is that something you're looking for, like one core producer group that you can build a consistent sound with?
Oh, I have one now. I have a consistent producer now, but at that time, me and my producer now, we was just getting cool. He the one who produced Water Wrist on the album.
Okay.
Kind of, it's all tied in together because Risk Brings Reward is named that because I was recording with a group called High Risk at the time. They based out of New Bern, North Carolina, Free Kilo, and I made the name out of that was from High Risk. Risk Brings Reward.
Right.
Was taking those chances and winning after taking chances. 'Cause I feel like you got to take a chance in order to win, no matter what you do in life.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people who are afraid to take those first steps.
Hmm.
Now,
Yeah.
you've been grinding for a minute, like you said.
Yeah.
What what is your experience dealing with the music scene out here? You know, do people really show love? How has that challenge been?
Mm, as far as like the love in the rap game, um,
Like
it's
locally?
locally it's kind of like hard. It's kind of like everybody's for themselves,
Hmm.
but a few artists that you probably thought was like, oh, they cocky. He's not like that, but you get this down with guys, and it's like, man, everybody is really on the same thing. They're not trying to act Hollywood or act like they're beyond, above something that they're really not. Love, I always got a lot of love in the game, but it's just a bunch of politics, smoke and mirrors, stuff like that. But
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just try to stay consistent with myself, really, like through
Mm,
all the times, through all the times.
right. I guess you're your own biggest, hurdle, right?
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That balance of just trying to survive
hmm,
while chasing a dream. It's easy to kind of get caught in the grind of regular life sometimes. Is that been an issue?
yeah. That too, like prioritizing what's the most important. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we all know we want to rap, but what's next after that? Like, how are we gonna support the dream? Like when we were younger, we used to think all we had to do was be high artists. But it's way more to being a rapper or so thriving in the industry than just being a high artist. You got to learn like what's the income gonna be. Once we get the income, are we gonna reinvest? What we gonna do? How is this gonna be beneficial to us? And now, like more than ever, I see myself as more like a businessman over just being just a regular rapper.
Yeah. Now that makes
'Cause
sense. It's a lot of other factors that go into it you might not think about.
yeah, a lot, a lot, a lot. And we had never really looked at it like that before. Like, like I say, after Nipsey passed, and that kind of brought stuff to the light. Like, you got to be more than just a rapper. Anybody can write lyrics, and the preference of the song height is up to the audience. But
Hmm.
can you can you sell your merch? Can you get out here? What else can you do? Can you create an opportunity for somebody else? Like, do you have what type of power do you have? How can you insert yourself? Are you a leader? Are you a follower? And all that type of stuff, man. That's what really molded me. And I feel like when I was younger, I had to know how, but I know how you grow up, you become full circle. Now I feel like I'm blossoming now.
Yeah. Do you feel like you could potentially take on the executive role, or do you feel like you're destined to be in the forefront?
Mm, I feel like right now, I feel like I gotta finish the deal with as far as like me being the artist that I am and what I did to get to where I'm at. I feel like I could push somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to me, so we gotta finish.
Right. And that's the
Yeah.
goal, right? You get on so you can put other people on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I just wanted to bring my city together. You know what I'm saying? My city, where I'm from. Like I rep two cities. Like I rep Raleigh and New Bern. That's where my family from. My family from New Bern, but I grew up in Raleigh.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like both. Like New Bern to me is more like a family oriented city. Raleigh like a more urban type of area where everybody's spread out going for themselves. But I rep both sides, and I started to realize like you need a team. So that's when I had kind of like not just rapping for myself and rapping to be hot. I was kind of rapping to bring people together. I was moving for power and unity.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's something that, we're not taught that because, like you were saying, smoke and mirrors, they make it seem like it's just one person is this mastermind genius behind all these decisions when it's really a huge team. And in fact, the
Mm-hmm.
team is even much bigger than we would probably imagine. There's street teams involved and all types of supporters, and they got robots and stuff posting comment. They got all types of stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and that's why I had the hardest time like trying to get in my head because like I say, I grew up on the gang culture. Like we grew up, we was gang banging. Everybody got to be hard and this and that. But then I had got to a certain point where I was like 13 when I really realized stuff was kind of fake. I was like, if we gonna spend our life shooting guns and doing all this stuff like that, we're gonna end up dead or in jail. So somebody must be lying. And that's when I first started realizing, man, this shit fake, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, but with the rap game, it was like we still was stuck on keeping it real, the keeping it real mentality. And then it's just over time I start realizing the truth ain't in them. Like the old folks used to say, the truth ain't in them. And it's just kind of trying to fix the real in a fake ass
Right.
situation.
Big ass industry. Yeah. That's a
Yeah.
big part of staying independent though. You might not have 100 million followers, but if you got, a couple thousand really loyal followers, that
Yeah.
can produce a lot more longevity than just trying to get huge for a moment just for the optics of it.
Yeah.
And figuring out a way where you can basically build a brand around yourself, monetize that brand, whether it's through your merchandise or whatever else you're offering. But it's really, especially now that music isn't paying as much, you
Yeah.
almost have to have, so it's almost like just a branding opportunity. All right, this is me, I'm the MC, and this is what I can sell. This is my image. This is the life that you could kind of live through my music.
Yeah. And that's what I had, like, that's why I had to learn how to do. Like 2 years ago, all this stuff I'm doing now, we started doing it in 2018. I really started officially, like, really studying it in 2016. So the time period before I actually had inserted myself where I was just sitting back reading and studying for a while. I was just studying. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
was just sitting and I was watching tutorials. And then it's just kind of like over time, I talked to different, I had consultations. Then I had to be like, all right, well, how can I make this my own? When I kind of drew it up, that's when I inserted myself the way I did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
man. It's
Yeah.
good. It seems like you got your foot on the gas right now.
Yeah, I do. I do. And I'm trying to take it there. Like, I want to be one of the biggest mainstream artists.
Right.
Whatever I do, whatever it take, besides violate my family and my manhood. And I'm serious. Like, I do whatever it take.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a certain label that you would like to sign to, or
Mm, all that stuff, when I had those kind of visions, it's kind of went out the window. The only group of people that I could see myself with, somebody like CMG, like Gotti, you know,
Yeah.
yo. But I feel it's so different from the game. Like I don't know who embrace me if they seen me at first.
Mm.
Like I talk to celebrities and stuff like that, but I don't know who would embrace me and who would really like say, all right, it ain't even about being number one no more. Let's just put you out there, bro, so you can get right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but I say probably CMG more than anybody, like Yo Gotti, somebody like that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yo, Gotti, I could see you on the track with Black Youngster.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be dope
Money
for
Bag, yo.
sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Is there been throughout your time of making music and performing and everything, are there any major standout memories or memorable experiences that kind of stick with you?
Yeah. When we was performing at this place called Volume 11, I feel like that's when the whole like Raleigh scene was starting to come together, but it didn't really take off because we didn't push it. Like I say, a lot of us, we didn't understand business, man, at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we was growing up, that social media came in and kind of like shook everything for a second. But they had a place, it was every Monday night called Volume 11. We used to go there and that shit felt like we was on tour. Like
Mm-hmm.
memorable moments. That's when I first realized like I could be on stage and perform and do this shit for real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was just the excitement of being out there, how packed it was.
Yeah, it was like, man, it was a crowd. Like, you know when they usually show those open mics when it's only like 10 people standing out on the floor?
Yeah.
And it was like a real live concert every Monday night. And people really look forward to it. And they used to come out there, they would bring their phones. It was like we felt like we were stars then. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's we built a family around that thing, and it was like that's my standout moment. Other than recently when we did Raleigh Day, I don't know
Or
Raleigh Day, but yeah, that's where it all started at was Volume 11.
can you tell me about what Raleigh Day is? I'm not familiar.
Raleigh Day is like a platform where Rome Jeter put together. I gotta say his name. He been doing it for a while, but this past time where they brought it outside because of COVID-19 really like pushed the mold with building that platform. It was a platform for local artists, and I
Or
want that every local artist that broke had to come through Raleigh Day. I think that's where the baby really had got his first, his first little like push was through there in Davy Raleigh Day one year. So it's just like a artist showcase. They do it every
okay.
on 9/19, September 19th to represent 919, the area code for
That's dope.
Raleigh. Yeah, hell yeah.
You mentioned the baby. You
Mm-hmm.
said like you would do anything to get famous, right? Or to blow. Like, this dude was rocking a diaper out there. I don't know. That's pretty gimmicky. Like, would you be willing to pull off any type of gimmick like that? Like, I don't know what you could do. I mean,
The most I would
obviously
do,
not a diaper.
the most I would do is like I'm about to start making comedy because I can act too. Like I feel like that's a talent I got is I can act. I'm not doing anything that I'm not extravagant like that. Nah,
Yeah, yeah, no, I
because
feel you.
you won't take me but so serious if I do something like that, man. I still want you to be able to take me serious. Like I want to, like I'm kind of on the type of style like how you dress right now. You got the suit, the tie on.
Yeah,
I feel like bring back the brothers, man. You feel me? Like
yeah,
college, bro, and still take us serious. Like, yeah, we on the block with the t-shirts and the chains on, but I can still put on a suit and be a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? I want to bring back the gangster and the gentleman side of things. That's what I want to do. I don't want to do nothing like I'm walking outside with a damn nah. But that's
Doing
salute
something
to him though.
crazy.
Yeah, it worked for him, but I don't want to take that.
You know, that's the thing. It worked for him. It seemed like most people would just brush that off. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it matters as much. There's a certain, I don't know. You know, I mean, shout out to the baby though. You know, I fuck with the
Oh yeah,
baby, so
oh yeah.
ain't nothing like that. But I was
Oh
just
no, no, no.
curious. You know, that's like the ultimate gimmick. You know, I feel like not trying to go there. Not trying to go there. Definitely, definitely. But you mentioned maybe doing some acting or something. That would be
Yeah,
dope.
yeah. I think I'm about to start. You'll see it. I'm about to, like I say, I call it inserting myself now, finding out where my place is, where I could fit in at, and then I just put myself there, and just that's it.
Yeah, man. I listened to the album, obviously, but I also went to your SoundCloud. I was listening to you got like some remixes and stuff up there that are really dope. There's
Hmm.
one Cruise Control.
Hmm.
What's the beat on that? I think that was like a J. Cole beat or something, but
By Erica Badu.
yeah, that was a dope song. I was thinking about the change of pace to go from, you know, a track like Cruise Control to some of your other songs, you know, try is it hard to as a human, you know, we're multidimensional. We're not always feeling one way, you know, but you want to as an artist almost brand yourself. You almost have to play a certain role, you know. Do you know what type of person you want to present yourself as, or do you kind of want to just show yourself as the human you are?
Mm, I don't want to say I'm just really like I feel like I say I feel like we are born individuals and characters. You know what I'm saying? In a sense. So I felt like what I do every day, like that's true to me. So there's no
Mm-hmm.
need. I gotta be a gangster and I'm this and I'm that. No, I'm just me. Like I'm not. I'm up here and tell you, hey, I'm gonna shoot the shit out you, and I don't really have no intention of doing that. If I tell you that, then I really it could really go down. So take it serious. You know what I'm saying? But I just really just be true to myself and just market myself, brand myself. I put a label on myself. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I do. This what I do. This how we coming with it. You support it and keep it real. And that's just how I move, man. It's how it is. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
the image, what I do. Like I'm just a normal kid from around the way. Kind of like how LeBron said, you know,
Mm-hmm.
kid from Akron. I'm just a kid from Raleigh. I did the same things you did. I'm not gonna tell you all this stuff like, oh, I woke up, I had 17 keys in the back of the Jeep and we was riding with it. No, man, I'm a regular kid like you. I went to high school like you did. I went to the community college like you did. I ain't want to go there. I worked a job just like you did. But I'm going to be living proof that if I can make it, any of us can make it. Like straight like that. I did the same stuff you did. I don't feel like
Oh,
nobody in the thing that I feel like they told just a regular neighborhood story. Like I'm just a kid like you. You know, I'm no different, and I'm never gonna be any different because I remember what it was like to be at the bottom. I don't want to be up here. Oh, I'm just buying these big ass cars, trying to act like I forgot where I came from. Nah, I used to eat noodles and beefaroni just like you.
mhm.
So, and that's the image that I want to put out there.
That's real, man.
Yeah.
It's real. What about you know, Dreamville's out here, J. Cole. Are you interested in what they're doing? Some of these artists.
I like what J. Cole did. He did it his own way too.
Hmm.
Baby did, you know, they did it their own way. I feel like if they can do it, then I can do it. You
Yeah,
know,
you can. Yeah,
yeah. But
you can, man. The music is dope, and you know you have like I like your branding and your imaging. You know, you got the merch already, so continue doing what you're doing. I can't see it going anywhere but up. You know,
yeah, yeah. I'm
definitely.
trying to still like, you know, just the struggle. Like we went through all the obstacles. You know, I want to be an inspiration to somebody else. They like, man, they feel down. I'm just like you. I'm from the same type of situation. I know what it feel like. It feel like you've been overworked, child. You still don't have enough money to pay the bills.
Yeah.
But somehow I made it out. So I just want to be an inspiration. I want to be a light, and that's all it is, man. I'm not gonna fake it out. Like I'm some big time drug dealer, or I woke up and I just hopped out the bed, turned my swag on, $1 million in the attic. No, I
Yeah.
had to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like people can connect with that more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I feel like that'll be more intriguing. Like this nigga got the diamonds on, or he got the chain on, but that nigga just from around the way.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. That's a good lane to take. I mean, instead of trying to fake it till you make it, just be real the whole time and let people see your journey.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, man. Well, look, I really appreciate you coming on. Before you go though, I wanted to open up the floor to you, let you say whatever you might want to say to your fans, to the people who are watching them for the first time. If you want to kick any knowledge to the people coming up who might be inspired by what you're doing, or if you got any bars, man, that you want to drop a quick little 16, just let you open it up, plug your merch.
Okay. Well, everybody, shout out to everybody who tuned in. Shaun REDRUM, I'm gonna keep it moving. Y'all follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, ShaunREDRUM. If you don't get to know me, I'm gonna keep flooding the timeline, keep flooding the streets. The shirts on the way, the face masks on the way. Huncho Cartel Entertainment, that's the name of the game. You know what I'm saying? That's the squad. Drewski, Mark Toon, Chef Huncho, Gotti Mills, Awesome Don, a lot of stuff coming from their side as well. We just gonna keep doing what we do. Just stay focused and you can do anything. For real. Starve your distractions and stay hungry. That's what we about.
Oh yeah. Starve your distractions and stay hungry.
Yeah.
That's great, man. And well, with that being said, man, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you so much for coming on the show tonight. I know time flies, man. We could keep talking, I'm sure, for another half hour, an hour. But I do want you to come back. What'd you say?
That was a quick half hour.
It was, yeah, man. It's a lot of interesting content, though. You're a dope rapper, and I like what you're saying. Most definitely, I think this interview might help to shed some light on what your goal is, for sure.
Yeah, Risk Brings Reward, streaming on all platforms.
Yes, sir. Yes, Risk Brings Reward, the new album, Shaun REDRUM. Dope ass MC. If you're a fan of bars, you still come from the streets, you want to fuck with some real music, Risk Brings Reward, all streaming platforms. Big shouts out to Boom Bap Music Channel, Shaun REDRUM. Again, this Hip Hop Tonight. This episode will be up on YouTube tomorrow, so definitely, they're asking for a little verse, but, if you got something at the top, that's cool. No pressure, though.
All right, look, my rhyme the sickest. They trying to deny my lyrics. It's a method to my madness and it's scientific. I was lost for a while, now I finally get it. Cut them off, bank account multiplying in digits. Fuck these whack rappers. I'm everything that these punks not. Thinking big money, think I want to take Trump's spot. Duck when the slugs pop, hoping they tuck glocks. These niggas look up to me like a cum shot. I'm in the building, been grinding while niggas chilling, no feeling, no. I'm a menace, labeled a villain. Y'all more like Mary J in the 90s. Like rabies, they bite me. Thoughts never excite me. Yeah, risk game on fleet, risk game on fleet. Hey, risk game on fleet, risk game on fleet. Soft. Motherfucker. Here I go. Hey. Pulled up in the car and I left on the bike. She wanted the money, I gave her the pipe. You in a bitch DM, I'm chasing a check. Hey, my foot on these nigga neck.